Good morning. So happy to be here with us on this beautiful Monday morning. Clouds are out. It's nice and cool. Crows are hanging out on the wires, waiting to come down to eat. Only a couple of them will come down and eat a little bit while I'm here. But I still find so much joy in having them come by. And like I always do, I'm going to share this this meeting onto my wall. So I'm going to open up my Facebook on my phone because I'm open up over here as Agape, and I'm open up over here as me. So I'm going to share this onto my wall, thus allowing a few more folks to see it that might not have seen it otherwise. So there we go. And let's see if I got watching for a few messages. Good morning, folks. Hi, Portia. Nice to have you here with us this beautiful morning. Hello, Deborah from San Francisco. Hello, Henry. South Carolina's in the house. It's a beautiful day. I had a wonderful weekend. Very peaceful. Had a wonderful day at Agape yesterday. Hello, Tahita from Florida. And Della, here with us from Portugal, worldwide. Love it. Barbara, Grand Rising from North Carolina. Grateful to be here. Portia, thank you for that. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for life. Hello, Lee. Hello, Patrick from Pennsylvania. Moore Park, California for Lee. Folks are coming on in. I love life. Me too, Portia. Lifing. Life. Like in the book, this thing called Life, and that's what they call God in the whole book. Hello, Dorothy. Robert. Colleen. Shirla. All these folks coming on in here to affirm life today with an affirmative prayer. Some scientific mind treatment. Spiritual mind treatment. Feels good. Hello, Tahita. Tracy, good morning. Folks are piling on in. Got a little reading I've picked out. Hello, Keisha. I lost it. Colleen is here from San Pedro, California. Lenore is from Monterey Park. Awesome. I'm going to turn my phone down too. I hear the things going off on it, little alarms and little systems, because I forgot to silence my phone. So, how'd every weekend? Everybody's weekend good? Hello, Denise. Golden Gracious. Graces. Tracy, hello. Make it count Monday. All needs met. Everything is working together for our greatest good. Love you back. Yes. Hello, Valerie from South Africa. Welcome. Good morning, Azar, here in Los Angeles. Hazel, good morning. It shall be well. Spring, Texas. I'm all right already, Hazel. We're all right already. Everything is perfect. Perfect in so many ways, because we are born perfect, created perfect, and life is perfect. Good morning, Curtis from Alberta, Canada. All right, well, then a few more folks coming on in, then I'll do my reading. Just sitting out here in the backyard this morning, hearing my usual Monday sounds. I got parrots, flocks of parrots been flying overhead. A murder of crows came down and hung up and looked at me and said some things to me, which basically they were saying, can you get out of the backyard so we can come eat the food you bought out there for us? And I said, no, I can't do that yet. If you want to eat now, you can, or you can wait till I leave, but I'm not leaving for you yet. And now I hear the trash trucks coming down the street, clearing out the trash. Letting go, clearing out the trash. Such a great metaphor for Monday mornings for me. It's the day they clear out the trash. Well, it's the day I clear out my trash. Hello, Monique from Virginia. Yes, affirming that the universe has my back and that all blessings flow through me. Yes. Hello, Cindy. Excuse me. Ah. I love my every other Monday morning. Not that I don't love the other days. It's just really nice when I'm scheduled to be up here and folks are coming in and life is lifing. Feels good. Hello, Amy. Good morning. So I've got a reading. I'm still reading from this book. I just finished teaching the class on This Thing Called Life by Ernest Holmes. And I will say I'm going to teach it again because a lot of folks said Wednesday didn't work for them, but we had a wonderful 5-week class. So I'm considering doing, and I want folks to watch for it. You can watch for it at my page. I'm Kelvin Hagen. I'm going to be doing one probably on a Saturday morning to catch the folks that on a Wednesday or a weekday evening wasn't as good. So that's what I'm considering doing. So if that sounds good to you, let me know. And this thing called Life by Ernest Holmes, I love this book. And I just opened this to this page on chapter 7, second page of the chapter, on page 143. And it just, nature of life is such that the universe is filled with infinite presence, caught me. Without even looking at what was beyond that, I decided I was going to read that in the following page. So I could read and read and read and never stop, and it would all be a great prayer because everything we think, say, and do is a prayer for what we get and what we got. So moving forward with that thought, I'm going to have another little sip here in my blessed cup. And I got an audience. A crow just flew right down on the close by wires waiting for me to start my read. So I'm going to read it for you guys and for this wonderful crow life here. The nature of life is such that the universe is filled with an infinite presence and permeated with a limitless law. From this presence, which is pure spirit, we receive counsel, guidance, and comfort. The law of mind, like any other law in nature, is our servant, and we should use it with complete authority. Whenever we use it destructively, we shall, I missed something here. We shall automatically be punished. Not that life punishes us, but that we punish ourselves through the ignorant use of the law of mind. We should think of the divine presence as infinite joy, beauty, and wisdom. We should think of the law as limitless capacity to create for us, always desiring good for ourselves and others. We should have no hesitation in imposing our desires upon the law that they may become fulfilled. The only limit the law has in working for us is that it must work through us. Life can only give us what we take. The taking is a thing of faith and understanding. We may be certain that if our thoughts are always constructive, we shall always be divinely guided. If our thoughts are always affirmative, the law will always respond affirmatively. If we live in inward peace, we shall never be confused. If faith dominates our consciousness, we shall never be afraid. If we are always kind, we shall never know hate. If we think of life as an external springtime, forever blossoming anew into self-expression through us, we shall never grow old. The greatest good that can come to anyone is to realize their true relationship with the spirit of life and with the law which is its servant. Spirit is life itself. The law is the way it works. I trust you will forgive this repetition, but it seems so necessary to me that we differentiate between the thing itself, the infinite person, and our use of the law, which is infinite but impersonal and creative force in nature. We already do this in dealing with other natural laws. We should learn to think of spiritual and mental laws in the terms of natural laws. The farmer does this when he sows his crop. Experience has taught him that he can sow his crop with certainty of a harvest. In this way, he transfers the burden of creation into the law by placing his desire there as an already fulfilled fact. He has complete faith in this law. Experience has taught him that if he wishes to harvest corn, corn is what he must plant. Woo! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho! Wow. Natural law. Think of the spiritual laws as natural law. Think of them with the same positive knowing that we know that if we jump up, we will come down because of gravity. Man, if we could have the faith in ourselves, in the natural God in us, that we have in a light switch, we'll turn on a light when we hit it. Think of the positivities that'll come our way. It's amazing, right? I mean, right? It's so simple as well. That's what I love about Ernest Holmes, too. This guy just keeps it simple. It's like he doesn't complicate it with a bunch of gobbledygook. So cool. So if you have any prayers you want to put in there, you can. But if you're thinking them, you're saying them, and you're living them, they are already out there in the universe. If you want to know what you're praying for, look at what your life has in it, and then shift what we think, say, and do, and we will shift our present moment. And as everybody's serving him, every surgeon there is the living, breathing life of God. The anesthesiologist, the nurses, everybody. God is. Everything we say, think, and do is a prayer for what we got. The law of mind is our servant. Yes, Carolyn. Spiritual law is natural law. Wow, words of wisdom. Sure is. That was a good reading. It always, the universe always knows where I should open a book to, no matter what book I have in front of me. It's like, have you ever noticed when you go to services on Sundays, it doesn't matter where you are, what service you go to, or who is speaking, they always seem to be talking directly to me. Now, I'm sorry all the rest of y'all get to miss out, because it's always for me. And I get the feeling that that's what everybody experiences. Every time Reverend Michael or somebody else, this weekend it was Susie Lula, Reverend Susie. They get up there and speak. They speak what I needed to hear. How is that? That every time I open a book, I always open it to something perfect that I need right now. See, there are no coincidences. I love it when words trip over in my own head like that, but I'm going to skip that word because right now it's just not coming out. I'm going to have to read it to make it come out. Isn't that weird? Life is so weird. Your brain does so many funky things like that. Well, I'm feeling a little silly for a moment for not having that word just roll off my tongue. But there are no coincidences. None. Life is exactly as it needs to be. And it's like I've had a bunch of things happening in my life lately where I had not correctly planted some of the seeds. And I went to my practitioner and I spoke to my practitioner and I got a new mantra and now I shifted the seeds I'm planting. I shifted into something different, something more powerful. And when I did it, everything around me shifted. Everything around me. Daily affirming. This is spiritual mind treatment. How I talk to myself. What am I seeing as my life? What seeds am I planting? The farmer knows what seeds they're planting. If he wants corn, he's got to plant corn. What am I planting? So, limitless law. The law of mind is our servant. One mind. Okay. Well, let's get into doing the prayer. I'm going to be going over all these comments in here, any prayers. Sorry if the video keeps buffing. I guess I'm just too much for the electrical system here to handle. So, I don't know if it's buffering on my end or your end, but I love you, and hopefully the recording will be complete if you need to go back and hear it. I'm going to have a little sip here. And then let's start our prayer with just a few moments of the three breaths. Ready for some easy peasy threesy? So we can come back to just right here, right now. I kind of needed that. Those three breaths. I use them so much during every day of my life. Sometimes when I'm just feeling really good, I just stop and I take three breaths and sit in the gratitude for it. And other times when I'm feeling challenged, I take three breaths and I'm grateful for the challenges as they move me forward into more of who I am. Remembering that God always gives us more than we can handle, so we let go. So we let go. Because release, surrender. That's the key to the whole thing. I am so grateful for this morning. Grateful I get to sit here underneath this guava tree in the morning. Grateful for the shade. Grateful for the suns. Grateful for all the murder of crows. I love that. They call a group of crows is called a murder, if you didn't know that. They come down and visit me every day now. I am grateful for the time I got to spend at Agape yesterday at the practitioner table, talking to people about what practitioners do and who we are and how they can move forward in their journey. I'm grateful for Reverend Lula's What is up with me? Oh my God. I am grateful for Reverend Susie and the wonderful message she brought forward. I am grateful for my body, the blood flowing through my veins, the air coming in and out of my lungs. I'm grateful for LA. Grateful for the company I have here this morning, right now, with this gentleman and this lady up on a wire calling at me. I'm grateful for life and in and as everything, because it's the only thing there is. Everything, everywhere, from the ground under my feet to the stars up in the heavens, the stars up in the infinite universe. Everything all the way out into the galaxies. Everywhere, everything, one thing. One mind, one life. One universal law of nature that just has everything always working for itself. This is all there is. The only thing there is, well, lifing. It's what I am. I am this amazing force that drives the universe. I am the dust of stars. This is what I am. This is what you are. This is what each one of us is. This is what we are. We are the infinite life and love of God. There is no beginning to the life in us, and there is no end to the life in us. For this life continues on and on and on. We continue on and on and on. There is no place where I start, and there's no place where I stop. The infinite everything is who and what I am. Feel that. Feel the thought of that you are the infinite. You are the infinite. That is such a powerful thing to realize that the song said they sang at Agape yesterday, the sound of the river as it moves across the stones is the same sound as the blood in our bodies as it moves across our bones. It's all life. It's all life. It's all life. And as we move forward this beautiful Monday, starting off our day with some meditation, some prayer time, some affirmative prayer, affirming what is. What can we affirm is the truth of our life today. I affirm that I am whole and complete. I affirm that the perfect nature of God is my nature. I affirm that the perfect body of God is our nature. It is what we are. It is what each and every one of us is. The universal we is perfect. So where we are, perfect love is. Where we are, perfect health is. Where we are, perfect peace is. Where we are, perfect and complete abundance is. Where we are, life is. So as I move forward and I know that there are things that are demonstrating in life, in our individual lives, our individual lives inside the one and inside these communities and nations and worlds. as I know that there is chaos taking place, I am calmed by the knowing that if I want peace, I need to be that peace. So today, I am the peace. Today, we are the peace, the love. I don't complicate this thought with a lot of things that are facts. The physical facts of this demonstration are not the truth of what is. The truth of what is that God is everywhere as everything. God is the me. God is the we. The perfect nature of God. We are born in this perfect nature. There is no original sin or paybacks that we have to make up for. We are here to express the perfect life of God as each and every one of us. So when I ask myself, what is the perfect love of God that I need to express to the world? The truth is, what I need to express to the world is exactly who and what I am. So today I take time in meditation. I take time in conscious breathing. I take time in life knowing that I am, and it matters that I express myself as who I am. It matters to the world that you express yourselves as who you are. That we express ourselves as who we are. And as we express this beautiful, wonderful light that is the love of life as who we are, the entire world grows more loving, more peaceful, more compassionate, more abundant. So the world cannot grow more abundance, but we can certainly go to the ocean with a bigger bucket. How much of the good, the abundance, the love, and the peace do you want in your life? How much of the abundant love, peace, compassion are you prepared to take from the one life, the one love that is all things? So rise up. Rise up and say, I am me and I love Kelwin. Except use your name. I am me and I love Kelwin. I am me and I love Kelwin. The perfect life of God is flowing through me. Say it out loud right now, right here. The perfect life of God is flowing through me as me. I get to be. I get to be me. Feel that. Feel that. The power that's in those words. Feel that. The strength that is in those words. The universe is filled with infinite presence and permeated with limitless law. How powerful is that? So I'm going to read these affirmations here again. If our thoughts are always constructive, we shall always be divinely guided. If our thoughts are always affirmative, the law will always respond affirmatively. If we live in inward peace, we shall never be confused. If a faith dominates our consciousness, we shall never be afraid. If we are always kind, we shall never know hate. If we think of life as an eternal springtime, forever blossoming anew into self-expression through us, we shall never grow old. That's on page 144 in this thing called life. I love my life. I get to live my life. We get to live our life as who and whose we are. What seeds do I want to plant today? And what seeds have I already planted that I choose to water? I give thanks for the power and the truth in these words. I give thanks for the grace and the life-lifing that is all things. And I let it go. I release it. I release it into the big love, the big yes, the big abundant flow of all things, the ocean of life that is everywhere in and as every breath I take. I let it go. I release it, and I know that it is done. It is done as I believe. It is done as I think. It is done as I say. It is done as I do. And I let it go. And surrendering this into the one life, I know that the perfect love of God is here in me as me. Amen. And so it is. I'm going to take 3 more breaths real quick. 3, easy peasy, 3 easy. Feels good. A little laughter. Listening to these guys. Slowly they're starting to come down more while I'm sitting here. They do like to sit on the wires and stare at me and tell me to get back in my house. Sorry, guys. So, here. I love you. Thank you so much for being here with me on this beautiful Monday morning. I'll be going over all the comments. And just know that if you think it, say it, and do it, it becomes your reality. We get to create. We get to choose whether we create consciously or unconsciously. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to try to create consciously. No, I'm not going to try. I am going to create consciously. Thank you, Colleen. I don't know what I say when I do these prayers. They just kind of go where whatever's coming through me takes me. I know that for each and every prayer that's on here, that with each and every one of us, God is where we are right now as us. Be the best you can be. So, again, this is Kelwin Hagen. You can find me on Facebook here. Come join me for my book club on Thursday nights. Watch for a new class that's coming up I'm going to do on a Saturday morning to catch all the people that can't do them on the weekdays. And go tune into agapelive.com. Go look at what's going on at Agape. They got some classes coming up. They've got some workshops. They got another class coming up on prayer that's going to have like six different teachers, I think, for 6 different weeks. I'll be facilitating in that class. That's going to be wonderful. You find that on agapelive.com. And under the university, I believe it is. There'll be a whole banner for it on the site. And the banner's running up on the Facebook page regularly, too, so you can find it. And come join us for that class. If you're living anywhere near L.A., you're coming to visit L.A., come on into Agape. And if I'm there that Sunday, because sometimes I'm at other locations being of service, come say hi to me. Nothing like somebody coming up to me and going, Kelwin, like they know me. And I can't recognize them because they've been a little tiny dot, but they've seen me here. And so I do know them, and they do know me. So I love it when folks do that. Agape, you can come in, and at the end of the service, you can go get in a very short line, well, a quick moving line, because there's a whole bunch of practitioners that are there praying for people after service with individual prayer, which is so powerful. Sometimes just being near that, even if you're not getting the prayer yourself, there's prayers just going out into the whole lobby. It's so powerful, so wonderful, so filled with love and blessings. So, again, I love you. Look me up, and peace.